What if the road you're driving on isn't as empty as it seems? What if just beyond your headlights something is watching you? Italy is known for its breathtaking landscapes and rich history, but lurking within its winding roads are tales of terror that few dare to speak of. Tonight, we'll journey down 5 of Italy's most haunted roadways, where ancient spirits, ghostly apparitions, and eerie phenomena have turned ordinary drives into unforgettable nightmares. These roads may seem harmless during the day, but once night falls, they become places you'd wish you had never traveled alone. Stay with me as we uncover the chilling stories behind these haunted routes. By the end of this video, you'll be questioning every shadow, every whisper, and every lonely stretch of road you ever thought was safe. Are you ready to take a drive you'll never forget? Let's begin. Nestled deep in the heart of Tuscany, the Strada delle Sette Ponti is a scenic route that winds through rolling hills and ancient landscapes. By day, it's a picturesque drive, surrounded by the beauty of the Italian countryside. But as night falls, this tranquil road transforms into something much darker. The 7 bridges that give the road its name are said to be haunted by spirits from the medieval period, souls who met tragic ends and are now trapped between worlds. Legend has it that each of the 7 bridges harbors a different spirit, all victims of the violent conflicts that plagued the region centuries ago. Some say these ghosts are restless, forever doomed to wander the bridges where they met their demise. Others believe the spirits are protective, watching over the travelers who dare to cross their paths. But the stories share one common theme: a deep sense of unease and foreboding that grips anyone who ventures here after dark. Countless travelers have reported unsettling encounters along this road. Ghostly figures have been seen standing on the bridges, only to vanish when approached. Others have heard eerie, disembodied voices or footsteps echoing in the night. One of the most chilling accounts involves a lone driver who, while crossing the 4th bridge, felt an icy hand brush against his arm, despite being completely alone in the car. Such experiences leave no doubt that Strada delle Sette Ponti is a place where the past refuses to stay buried. What makes this road such a hotspot for paranormal activity? Some say it's the road's bloody history, with battles fought and lives lost near these very bridges. The energy of these tragic events seems to have seeped into the very stones, turning the road into a magnet for the supernatural. Whether it's the spirits of the fallen or the lingering echoes of their pain, one thing is certain: Strada delle Sette Ponti is not a place for the faint of heart. Via Nomentana, one of Rome's ancient roads, has a history as old as the city itself. Stretching out from the heart of Rome, this road has seen centuries of change, from the rise and fall of empires to the march of armies. But amid its rich history lies a darker, more tragic tale: the story of Beatrice Cenci, a young woman whose spirit is said still to haunt the road near the Castello di Tor Cervara. Beatrice Cenci was executed in 1599 after being accused of murdering her abusive father. Her death was a scandal that rocked Rome, and her tragic story has echoed through the centuries. According to legend, her ghost appears on Via Nomentana on the anniversary of her death, and her sorrowful figure is seen wandering near the site where she was once imprisoned. Those who have encountered her describe a feeling of overwhelming sadness, as if the very air around her is heavy with grief. Over the years, there have been numerous reports of Beatrice's ghost appearing to travelers on Via Nomentana. Some say they've seen her pale figure walking along the road, her face a mask of sorrow. Others have heard the soft rustle of her gown, or felt a sudden chill as they pass by the castello. The sightings are so frequent that many locals avoid the road entirely on certain nights, fearful of encountering the restless spirit. For the residents of Rome, Beatrice's ghost is more than just a story. It's a reminder of the city's dark and turbulent past. Her tale has become intertwined with the history of Via Nomentana, a place where the line between the living and the dead seems to blur. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, one thing is certain: those who travel this road at night do so with a sense of unease, aware that they might not be alone. Winding through the rugged Apennine Mountains, the Strada Statale 12 is a road as isolated as it is eerie. The dense forests and steep cliffs create an atmosphere of isolation, where even the bravest of travelers might find themselves unnerved. But it's not just the landscape that makes this road unsettling. It's the legend of the ghostly monk who is said to walk its length, appearing out of the fog before disappearing just as quickly. Over the years, the ghostly monk has been seen by countless travelers, He often appears on the side of the road, his robes fluttering in the breeze. Some say he looks as solid as any living person until he suddenly vanishes into thin air. Others have described seeing him walking directly in front of their vehicles, only to dissolve into mist as they approach. The sightings are so frequent that this section of the SS-12 has earned a reputation as one of Italy's most haunted roads. Personal accounts from those who have encountered the monk describe an overwhelming sense of dread that accompanies his appearance. One driver reported feeling an icy chill in the air moments before seeing the figure, while another described a sense of being watched long after the monk had disappeared. These encounters leave a lasting impression, a reminder that not all who walk the road are among the living. What could be the cause of these ghostly appearances? Some believe the monk was once a hermit who lived in the mountains, his spirit unable to move on after a life of solitude. Others think he may have been a victim of an accident on the road, his ghost forever bound to the place where he died. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is clear. The Strada 12 is a road where the past is very much present, and those who travel it at night do so at their own risk. The Via Appia is one of the oldest roads in Rome, a symbol of the city's ancient power and glory. But beneath its historic facade lies a darker story, one filled with ghostly apparitions and eerie encounters. As one of Rome's most famous roads, the Appian Way has been the site of countless tragedies, and many believe that the spirits of those who perished here still walk its path. The road is said to be haunted by the ghosts of Roman soldiers, their spectral forms seen marching in formation along the ancient stones. These ghostly legions are often accompanied by strange lights that flicker in the darkness, casting an eerie glow over the landscape. Those who have encountered these apparitions describe a feeling of being transported back in time, as if the past is replaying itself in front of their eyes. Witnesses have reported hearing the clatter of armor and the distant sound of marching feet, even when the road is empty. Some have seen shadowy figures lurking in the darkness, their outlines barely visible against the night sky. The silence that accompanies these encounters is often described as oppressive, as if the very air is filled with the weight of centuries of history. The haunted reputation of the Via Appia has become a part of Roman folklore, a reminder that even the most ancient of places can harbor secrets. For those who walk this road, the experience is more than just a journey through history. It's a step into the unknown, where the past and present collide in a way that is both thrilling and terrifying. The Via Francigena is an ancient pilgrimage route that stretches from the Alps to Rome, a path walked by countless travelers over the centuries. But while it's known for its spiritual significance, certain sections of the road are also known for something much darker, an eerie atmosphere that has left many feeling as though they're not alone. One of the most haunted sections of the Via Francigena lies near the town of Viterbo, where the spirits of pilgrims who died on their journey are said to linger. Travelers have reported hearing whispers in the wind, footsteps behind them, and seeing ghostly figures in the distance. These eerie experiences are often accompanied by a sense of being watched, as if unseen eyes are following every step. The psychological impact of traveling this route can be profound, with many reporting a feeling of unease that grows stronger as they approach the haunted section. Some have even turned back, unable to shake the feeling that something is following them. For those who continue, the journey becomes a test of courage as they confront the unknown in a place where the boundary between the living and the dead seems to blur. The Via Francigena is a road that carries with it the weight of history and the souls of those who walked it. For those who dare to travel its haunted sections, the experience lingers long after the journey is over, a reminder that even the most sacred paths can hold secrets that are best left undisturbed. Each of these haunted roads carries with it a history of tragedy and mystery, where the past refuses to remain silent. Whether it's the spirits of the medieval dead, the ghost of a wronged woman, or the eerie echoes of long-lost pilgrims, these roads remind us that Italy's beauty is matched only by its dark and haunted past. So the next time you find yourself driving down a lonely road, remember that you might not be as alone as you think.